I think it is beyond dispute that the present poem, Orph Mothers, among other things, is one of the two most famous mother poems in Indian literature in English, the other one being Kali the Mother by Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda wrote Kali the Mother while staying on a houseboat in Kashmir. I think I can put it this way. Kali the Mother is the most famous mother poem in pre-independence Indian poetry in English. And Orph Mothers, among other things, is the most famous mother poem in post-independence Indian poetry in English. The distance from Kali the Mother to Orph Mothers is very long. I think it would be better to say that it is infinite. The distance from Kali the Mother to Orph Mothers is infinite. And this distance represents the long journey undertaken by Indian poetry in English from its pre-independence stage to what it is today, to its post-independence stage. The speaker's mother is metaphorized as an eagle. Now the question arises, why eagle? Is it just an accident, just an accidental choice of the poet? I would postulate that the poet chose to metaphorize his mother as an eagle because the eagle is the holiest of birds in Hindu mythology. In real life, A.K Ramanujan's mother was a very orthodox Sri Vaishnava woman. And what can be more dear to the heart of a Sri Vaishnava than the Garuda, than the Vahana of Mahavishnu, than the eagle? The speaker's mother is not metaphorized as an eagle, but as a wet eagle. This is what the poet says. But her hands are a wet eagle's two black, pink, crinkled feet. The poet's mother has grown old. She's not well, she's ailing. Her hands are not functioning properly. It appears that she has suffered a stroke or she is suffering from arthritis. And the poet works out a comparison between her hands and the feet of an eagle. One talon crippled in a garden trap set for a mouse. Talon means claw. One claw crippled in a garden trap set for a mouse. An eagle, a wet eagle, an old eagle, perhaps a dying eagle, with one talon crippled, one claw severely damaged, in a garden trap set for a mouse. The eagle gets caught in a trap prepared for a mouse, prepared for capturing mice, and one talon of its is severely damaged. This picture accurately captures the physical state of the speaker's mother now. There is no doubt that the metaphor is very original. The zoomorphism is very original. The ornithomorphism is very original. Only A gifted poet such as A.K Ramanujan could have metaphorized his mother as an eagle, as a wet eagle, and an eagle with one crippled talon at that. The bird metaphor, the eagle metaphor is continued. The poet says that her saris do not cling. Her saris do not cling to her body. Her body seems to have lost its capacity to make her saris cling to it. Instead, they hang loose, feather of a one-time wing. The metaphor is continued, the bird metaphor is continued, the eagle metaphor is continued. Feather of a one-time wing. The wing is not functioning properly. It was once a wing. It is no longer a proper wing. And like the feather of something that had once been a wing, her saris hang loose. One of the most cherished principles of A.K Ramanujan was that of betraying oneself at each turn of one's writing. He speaks about it in his diaries. He spoke about it in his private conversations. He wrote about it, how he always desired to betray himself at each turn of his writing. The writer has to be so honest, so completely honest, that he ends up betraying himself, not once, but repeatedly, betraying himself at each turn in his writing. I think we can safely say that the present poem is a good example of this principle put into operation. The poet succeeds in betraying himself at every turn in the poem. And that is what makes this poem a very fine poem.